Greetings everyone, and great here. If another company was one replay, spawn on the north side as the British forces of Jammeme. Spawn on the south side as the Panzer. We had chengming182219. He has gone for chengming182219 as well. Against British forces, not common to see extra Kettengrad, so maybe extra chengming182219. Nope, he's going for Panzer Grenadiers. Each section now advancing towards the munitions sector. May on catch it up and deploy out forward HQ right around here. You can deploy all the way back here, I believe. German Wagen now advancing over here, not on to push around the intersection. Now it's going to try to bully the intersection around. Does get it stopped and decaptures the point. How nasty. And it's continuing pushing around the intersection there. Does get some good hits there onto the Panzer Grenadier. It does become mobile there. Now I got the lieutenant on the field. He has minimal force on the field. Intersection is paused right here. Initial point is being captured up. We may want to go with the fuel point, but of course that fuel point will not be supplied. This is the cutoff point for it.
What's the word, sir?
British HQ pushes way forward. He may be on a setup on this fuel point. And perhaps maybe capture this sector here with the field support truck. You have the Sherman-Wagen captured the right flank. Overall, the Panzer forces haven't captured a whole lot of sectors either, so both players are not doing well on resources. More Panzer Grenadiers from the field. I think this guy's eyeing to deploy out structure of some sort. And does go ahead and deploy himself up on that munitions sector. This fuel point will not be in supply at the moment. He needs to get this point captured on up. He perhaps could do that with the lieutenant. So he's going to be supporting out this intersection for the time being. Scope rifle squads in case the Panzer Grenadiers are close range. There is only one window on this side, so it's not a great window to fight from. Another intersection squad now pull out on the field. Maybe a good idea to go for a third. Yes, he is. He has him queued up to meet up the scope rifle squad. He does need to capture this sector here. The other squads can capture this munitions sector. But nope, he's going deep. Maybe eyeing for this cutoff point there. We do have this G43 squad inside this garrison. Gain some good damage there onto the lieutenant.
Captain, the lads are ready to fight.
Focus trench here. It's not going to go well. He needs to stop building. The lieutenant's about to go down. We're seeing a bit too much fire. It's behind, now being engaged by two squads there. Scope rifle squad advancing forward. Now that fuel point is in supply since he has captured that cutoff point. Lieutenant moving on back. Scope rifle squad could eye for a bit of a good engagement from this fence here. Panzer Grenadiers, three squad of Panzer Grenadiers here. One does fall back. These two are getting quite battered and bruised. This Panzer Grenadier squad may need to fall back. Does get an infantry half track there. Could mount up. There's two deployment spots in the front, so that two-man squads plenty to fight from it. And all these squads are falling back. You now have a Bren carrier being pulled on the field. He may be eyeing for the NMG carrier to help engage that infantry half track. Does destroy the slit trench there. We do have another slit trench now being deployed on out as well. Defensive slit trench is never a half bad idea. The lieutenant is quite wounded. Maybe we can just throw the lieutenant into it as well. The other squads are not being upgraded for any moment, so he does need these lieutenant to support out these units. Going for another intersection, going for a fourth intersection squad. Over here, we got the Sherman-Wagen now captured along the left flank.
Rifleman ready.
Now we've got another infantry half-track here. He may want to get this one evacuated, get reinforced. This one's about ready to mount up. The trench is not complete. Very nice. But its Panzer Grenadier is receiving quite a bit of fire there. It does fall back on the wrong side of the building. Intersection squad does get inside of this garrison. This will be able to get some great damage on this Panzer Grenadier. Does get reinforced a little bit there. Got two infantry tracks here. Does throw incendiary grenade in this garrison as well. Does evacuate there. Lieutenant needs to keep his distance. A bit blobby with his move orders. Got 4 squads in intersection here. And this will infantry track seeing quite a bit of fire right there. Let's get some suppression on these squads here. These squads are getting quite wounded. He needs a casualty clearing station. A lot of down casualties to this many squads. Let's hear a charge there. We may lose this one squad. Needs to fall back to this one. Does fall back that one. This squad needs to also fall back. Does fall back. And get some more damage on the infantry half-track. Does not take it out at the moment. Does take out the infantry half-track. Does spend a lot of manpower on that. And there's a casualty clearing station there. He does need it, not only for healing, but also claiming all the casualties that he's going to lose. More so in the near future, because it's going to be a bit of time for the medics actually come out, or actually build this. He's build that split trench quickly and get inside. Does build it quickly and does get inside there. He does have access to incendiary grenades. These other squads need reinforcements. I'm not sure why he's not reinforcing these squads. Does get the incendiary grenade thrown. There we go. Finally reinforcing some of these guys. Panzer Grenadier does get annihilated. An infantry half-track is getting some good suppression there. Does not retreat back to correct squad. And the catching clearance station could be repaired on up. There's got to be some casualties nearby from the collect. He also does need a healing, especially for the lieutenant, who does have veterancy 1. He almost has 2 command points, so he could potentially get out an early Churchill, but he doesn't have the manpower for it. Going for infantry support truck now. Do not have a field support truck now pulling the field. He may set up on... No, he needs to set up on another sector. He can set up on the fuel sector to get some extra fuel. He's going to go ahead and set up right there. Of course, it still needs to be in supply. This is a cutoff point after all. He could possibly put one of his intersections over here and just in a slit trench in order to keep it secure. Right now, he really needs to capture more of the map. Because right now, his opponent's doing a good job capturing up the map. Infantry half-track there. We do also got the chengming182219 now advancing along the right flank. Panzer Grenadier pushed way forward. Got this Panzer Grenadier engaging next to the half-track there. He has not deployed out medics just yet, saving his munitions. Now I do have the Panzer Grenadier here receiving quite a bit of fire. Does evacuate and may still get wiped out. There's a lot of force here.
NCO's reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Infantry half-track now trying to defend, but is receiving quite a bit of damage there. Maybe should go for defense veterancy rather than offense veterancy because he is having trouble staying alive all this rifle fire. Panzer Grenadier is pushing forward individually, trying to go for the incendiary grenade there. Does prevent the point from being captured, but doesn't stop it from being decaptured. This Panzer Grenadier squad needs to fall back, maybe repair up the half-track while getting reinforced by it. Our sapper unit, he may be vying for some Piets now. He does, of course, need a lot of healing, though. Right now, his opponent has deployed only light vehicles. One, maybe both is not a good idea. 10 pounder probably a bit overkill. As support command now being employed on the field, he is eyeing for a light T half track. 70 powder will still be overkill. Both versus likely not going to be useful. It's a bit more effective versus, say, 222s and other light vehicles that may rush forward.
We are losing a sector to the Commonwealth.
And we do have a Bofors going up. Interesting. This is a pretty far forward Bofors as well that could perhaps prevent light vehicles from traversing from this area.
On your feet, gents.
Panzer, we are losing a fuel depot to the enemy.
You got this light T half track here. We do also have a mortar half track. More good targets for the Bofors, though the mortar half track can retaliate from a very long range. That's great. Let's push away forward. Light T half track, trying to get some shots here. That's gonna go to hit there as well. Oh, and the Bofors getting some great hits there. Not realizing the Bofors there. LCR charge there, trying to overrun the light half track. And PSO deployed as well, so that's likely going to finish him off. PS2 Connect taking it out. Team sections 2 force back these Panzer Grenadiers, or now the Panzer League players lost a good number of Panzer Grenadiers, lost down to 2. And he appears to have backed out of the game. Mortar half track, of course, drives right on in. And dies. Yep, and he's already back to the game. So the Bofors emplacement actually did some good work for a brief amount of time. And that is the end of the replay. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.